These are a few of the knives that I would depend on in a survival situation. I got the SOG machete. It's not real heavy. I pack it on my bag. Got the Gerber LMF2. And I keep one of these little SOG tomahawks. You never know, it might come in handy. This used to be what was in my bag until my wife got me this one for Christmas. This is a backup tomahawk, just in case that one was to ever break. It's not actually in the bag though. And this one's just a novelty tomahawk. I picked it up for like 15 bucks. These are a few of the machetes that I've got over the years. This is the one I started out with. I broke the blade. My brother-in-law fixed it, and I still use it from time to time. This is how big it was actually supposed to have been. Now, people from my location probably know what these are. I used these for most of my teenage years, and after I got my first real job, I swore I'd never do it again. 10 cents a stick. I can't tell you how many times I've speared the edge of my hand on one of those. People always ask me about the bug out bag. What am I afraid of? I'm not really afraid of nothing. But there's nothing wrong with being prepared. Especially when you live in an area like I live in, where you might drive 2 hours and not see nobody. It just something that I feel more comfortable having. It's got all my first aid stuff in it. It's got some extra clothes. It's got a means of personal protection. If worst case scenario I had to stay out overnight, it's got a temporary shelter. It's got ways to stay warm. It's got gloves. Then I got this little mini if I have to, leave this one for any reason, which for most of the time, if something was to happen, this breaks down into 3 separate things. Which right now I got it, it's about 40 pounds. It's not that hard to pack, so I could pack it quite a ways before I would need to, have a rest. And most of the time, if there's a firearm in it, it goes on my side. So even if I would ever have to drop my bag, I would still have my firearm, and I would still have this little miniature bag. I keep one pocket knife in it, and a multi-tool. And it's got a miniature first aid kit, and it's got these 2 little cheap Bear Grylls knives. I'll probably upgrade these to something later, but for right now, that's what's in it. And I keep one pocket knife, just an old pocket knife. It's a good one. I mean, I think a Leatherman's actually in the big bag. Yeah, I keep a Leatherman just in case I need to. It's usually in this, but this time it was in the big bag. Keep a couple little pen flashlights in there. I keep a Bible. I keep a way to write. I keep pens, a splinter kit, miniature first aid kit, band-aids, wipes. This is just a basic little bag. It's got some paracord in that. I won't go into too much on the bags because everybody's bag's probably going to differ depending on their location. For my location, you don't really have to worry much about clean drinking water. There's springs all over the place, but you do have to worry about food and protection, and a lot of times you got to worry about snakes. I know this is not like for chopping real big trees, but to get brush and stuff out of your way, that works just as good as any of the others. And this is not really made for chopping, but you could baton stuff, chop small things with it. You can actually use this part of it as a knife if you want to do it like that. But that's only if this one was to ever tear up. The only thing I don't like about this one, I'm not real big on the serrated edge. I wish that was a fine edge all the way across. It would make it easier for me to sharpen. This Bear Grill stuff right here, I would never depend on any of it for anything. I already know that these won't hold an edge very good. And I sharpen all my knives the same way. That's like these machetes over here. As far as machetes, these machetes over here with the older metal in it, like that one, them will outlast this Cold Steel, this Ontario. It'll outlast most of them. Even this is like a harder steel. It breaks. This right here will bend. You can straighten it back out. But the edge of it's hard enough to where it takes a good edge. That right there is an old corn knife. People call them machetes, but my papa always called them a corn knife. This right here I guess would be more like a jungle machete or something, made for heavier chopping. But that's my survival collection. Thank you for watching my video. I'll try to put out another one.